I always set like 5 alarms. So I'm at like 7 o'clock, 7:10, 7:20, 7:30, 7:40. Getting up early in the morning is odd. It's like one way for me to just feel like I can like think about what I need to do that day, maybe write my thoughts down if I'm writing in my journal, which I sometimes I'm good at, sometimes not, or that I just have an overview in my head. I can think, this is what needs to happen today, or this is what needs to do. And then when I leave and do whatever I have to do, it's like, I don't have that feeling in the back of my head so strong that I'm like, there's probably heaps of shit that I'm behind on and I don't have time to think about because I'm in a rush somewhere. Have you seen my keys or wallet?
No.
It's a circle key for the front building door, a square key for our front door, and then a small black lock key.
Oh, dude, hold on, maybe I grabbed them.
Oh!
Are these mine?
Nah, I found them.
Oh, good. Alright.
I found them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Would you be ready to go soon? Or you still? Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 minutes? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I got a flat tire a couple months ago, and then I just have, like, it was cold, so I stopped riding, and then I've just been racking up a massive bill on using e-scooters all the time, which has fucked me over, so now
Today's the day.
Replace my inner tube finally. I took my medication today, so theoretically this should be no problem. The opening for the inner tube there is messed up.
Oh,
so if you're touching it, you're putting your hand on it, it's very delicate, it's broken.
Yeah, just fucking smash it out.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
sorry,
you
mate.
cunt.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
Jesus. I feel like it's tasks like this that really set you back when you have ADHD. Like, you get a flat and then it's like, oh fuck, I've got to sort that out. And it's like this barrier.
Yeah, dude,
you know? And
totally. And you got to reserve like a time block for it, like of like a good few hours, and it's like, there's other ways around this which may be harder, but at the time I can handle it. Like, I could just take the train for a week and then it's like, oh sweet, that's $50 gone.
Yeah.
You're like,
it's like, for some reason, like, you should just be able to be like, this is the problem I have to deal with now. I've got a flat tire, so I'm going to block out an hour and a half. Because it's never straightforward just changing it, you know? There's always,
I mean, the bike never deflates in a convenient place.
and you know that in your head that it's good. You're like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a fuck around.
And
then it's just like, oh, now I have a problem to deal with. And in your head, it's just like, problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll put that here in the hallway for now, and that will be dealt with.
Yeah.
And we'll sort. That's where it's in the system.
It's in the system. We're always the system.
we'll get to that.
Ausstieg rechts.
Feel a little burnt out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot on my plate at the moment. I'm trying to do a lot of things. And sort of struggling to, like, I don't know, keep on top of them all. Before I came here, I was doing postgraduate degree at university, and I was teaching at the university, and like the few years leading up to me leaving was hard, but there was always like a reason to be doing something. There's a course to be taking, there's like a deadline to be meeting, giving some form to what I was doing. And then I guess once I moved here, it's like there's just no one there. You don't really matter, you don't mean anything, and you just like it's just a world of endless opportunities, but also opportunities that it's like this have no form or substance. So you're just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, trying to make sense of what you should do, what's available to you, and like, I don't know, it could be very overwhelming. And I think I'll pull all my energy and morale together, get excited about a job, make an application, feel proud of it, but of course it's a numbers game, so then you don't get it, and then it's like, bit disheartening, but you have to keep going, and then you're trying to pay your rent and your bills, so there's that. And maybe manage your relationships, keep on top of going to appointments, stay on top of your health, like manage your friendships, and try and enjoy yourself a bit. And I don't know, sometimes I just feel like it's a struggle to manage all those tasks. And over time it just feels like it wears you down, and I start to feel like, how am I ever going to get out of this loop and make some progress?
I never knew I had ADHD, and I think when you don't know you have something, you develop a lot of coping mechanisms and aspects of your personality to appear high functioning, fun, easy, like anything to mask how you're actually feeling. You go from being your rational self to kind of, like reacting like a kid. It's like this sheer panic and this like feeling of overwhelm, and like you're flooding with feeling, but it's like too much, like feeling you can't handle and you can't like process. And then I would just like respond in these ways that I guess afterwards would seem really out of proportion with like what was going on, like either temper tantrums, reacting harsh, or getting like super upset, or just getting like overwhelmed and having to run away and shut down. Since getting diagnosed and learning about things like rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria, and how people with ADHD suffer with emotional regulation, helped me understand it wasn't just me. It gave me somewhere to start with addressing those issues in me. I had kind of a crisis point not long before I was diagnosed, where my relationship that I'd been in for 3 years with a person who I like really loved and had moved to Berlin with was basically on the rocks, and I had been having like a massive depressive episode, and it just got like too much. And before that I always kept everything inside, which meant the only person I would often end up opening up to would be my partner, and it would put like a lot of strain on that relationship. And after that I went to stay with a couple of my best friends, and I just was like crying so much, and I just like kind of actually started to talk and be vulnerable and open myself up to them. And then they responded so beautifully and were so present and there and accepting. It helped me laugh about things, but also just like made me feel okay about being imperfect, and then sharing their stories as well. And it made it a lot easier to accept myself and my imperfections, and accept what was previously what I thought was bad about me.
Some like after that grill, man, I need some like acid in my stomach.
See that? Fuck, maybe I do need a replacement, hey?
Oh, bro, I mean, if you don't, you might as well get it now if you've got the. But after we just fucking put it off. It's better to do it though, because otherwise.
I should have looked at that first, eh?
Yeah, but whatever.
But now I've put it in.
Live and learn.
See, this is like.
This is decision
This is
time.
the decision time. This is the decision time. Do I say fuck it because I've already done that, and then this is gonna go down in like 2 days' time, and I'm gonna be
and then it's
for
back
like
in the
regretting
thing for 2
it, and then it's 2 months back in there.
In the hallway, bro.
Fuck. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon that's it?
I mean, it's not good. Like it's and is it?
How much does a tire cost? They're kind of spenny. A job's not done unless it's done twice. I feel like maybe if you have ADHD, it's like more like 3 to 4 times.
Before I met Jonathan, I wasn't really aware that I may have had ADHD. Being friends and I guess like understanding each other, we would just have like very similar thought patterns that would be like, just, I don't know, follow like a specific logic, which not everyone would understand. I would say it, put it like that.
Like classify as dysfunctional.
Yes. Okay. I think these go through the fly then, because these are going to. But like, the fact that they're really similar, and then that kind of pushed me to like go and check it out, and sure enough, here we are.
I can't really remember when you told me, and I think at the time I just actually didn't know what it actually meant. All I had in my head was this head of like the typical like a lot of energy kind of, you know.
And what the fuck is this for? Like,
Bro, this is a hard 10.
Now that I know more about it, just makes sense also. Like there is a lot of small things, the zoning out, or like the just that a fucking squirrel in Hasenheide catches your attention and then you make a whole bit out of it.
I don't feel like I noticed those things just because I guess I have them too. Like I noticed we just understood each other really well, really quickly.
I think like I would come across more cold, whereas like Joseph's such a friendly guy. And so he's like, hey, how are you? And you'd never, but then you're like, oh, this guy likes me. And then it's like more hurtful later when Joe doesn't remember you at all, can't remember your name, and introduces himself to you again and like recalls nothing about the previous time that you've hung out. And you're like, oh, I feel so burnt right now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, probably.
So I think we both accidentally burn people.
Yeah, fuck yeah, good
But,
call.
like,
that's
like a different
definitely
way.
a weakness of mine, eh? But it's not like when you're in the conversation, you do, like, you're genuinely interested, and you're like, oh yeah, cool, but then it's just like, if you don't, yeah, just,
afterwards.
right, I think we're good.
I have this a lot, like people tell me afterwards that they either thought like their first impression of me that I was either like, yeah, a bit cold or disinterested or a bit arrogant or intimidating, and then they say like, but once you get to know you realize like that's not the case, and I'm like, fuck, it's really annoying to be sending off that vibe because I'm not trying to send off that vibe. It's not even so much about the content of the conversation. For whatever reason, it can be just like a multitude of things from the surroundings, but it's like I can't seem to get a thread. Like it's like I can't find my connection to it, and I don't know why, but then I'm like, I don't know like what to do. So then my brain like kind of switches off and it doesn't even think about the like social ramifications of like hurting a person. It's just like relieve this uncomfortable feeling, and then it's like another person there I can do this to, I can talk to them, and then it's like boom, and I can see how that can be super hurtful, but in the moment it's like very hard for me to realize that. The first time I took medication, it was like such a bizarre experience. My mind, which is normally super busy and chaotic and has so much going on, was like very quiet, and I felt like relaxed. I was in the kitchen and I was like, oh, the cupboards need to be sorted out. That's been on the list of our like jobs to do for a while. Now I need to do this thing. I need to send this letter I haven't sent in ages. I need to pay this person back for something. I need to go and like get this. And my partner at the time was sitting there. She told me afterwards and just silently kind of like watching in awe, because she was like, I've never seen this before. Like it was like I got this new sort of power to be calm and focused. Taking medication definitely helped me realize unhealthy patterns that I had when I was unmedicated. Because I was outside of that, I could see it more clearly, like, oh, this is how I would normally behave in this situation, or this is a situation I know I would have already got up 5 times to talk to someone, to make some more food, to get a cup of tea, to look at another website. And I think that's actually been powerful, because now, even on the days I'm not taking my medication, I have like a stronger framework for kind of not ending up in those patterns, and I catch myself. ADHD medication, stimulant medication, is definitely not by itself something that's going to miraculously change your life. For me, over time, you develop like a tolerance, and at some point your old habits start overpowering the medication. The other danger of it is I noticed I started to like get so used to that feeling in the morning of taking my medication, and then I feel scared about the days where maybe I haven't got a new prescription yet, or it's just if I'm like, maybe I won't take it today. I often find I'll cave an hour later and just decide to take it anyway, because I think I just got so used to feeling that boost, and I guess worrying that I'm just going to go back to my old self if I don't take it.
Cheers. Cheers. Good to see everybody. Fuck, I can't swear.
Thank you all for coming. Some of you got more warning than others about tonight. Some of you had more of an understanding of what was happening tonight. But the important thing is that you're all here, and it always works out in the end anyway, and that's what I always know in the back of my head. So, yeah, as Cormac already said, the reason that I was doing this is that it's at the last scene of the film, and maybe about the dumb shit that you experience from me as being ADHD, but like maybe the things that also are reasons why you maybe like me, hopefully.
I love this like element of your ADHD, to be fair. I mean, just ADHD in general, it's like a thing that like, yeah, you fixate on like one thing that really like interests you or whatever, and then then you just hit me with like a bunch of random facts, and I'm like, why is this like this? And you just can tell me everything. I'm like, I was just theorizing, kind of like, it was just an open question. I wasn't really expecting that you'd give me like encyclopedic answer.
But then you're like, wow, I never knew that subject was so interesting.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, that shit is awesome.
I think for me, I noticed that you made it your own. Like what he was saying, where at first when you read about it, you're intellectualizing it, and then you have to appropriate what it means to you. And I think you're more comfortable with it now.
When you're in a bit of a transitional phase in life, it's like kind of hard to make it to the next step with ADHD, because like when you're trying to get to the next stage and when you feel in a transitional period, it's like you need like energy and resources to focus and to kind of take you through hard times and to not get distracted or swayed or whatever. And ADHD is just making you be like left, right, center, like I do this, do that. Am I interested in this? Oh, I need to do this, I need to hang out with these people, and it's just like very hard to center yourself and push yourself. And I think it's very easy for people who have ADHD, myself included, to kind of like get lost in that transitional phase and kind of just like loop around and never seem to find a way out of it. And they can't seem to tell you why that's happening, because they're all intelligent people, they're all like funny, smart.
Isn't that true?
But I mean, I'm thinking of Joseph, I'm thinking of like Hamada, I'm thinking of Josephine. Like maybe I feel like I don't put such a weight on myself to be having to like jump through the hoops that I had maybe previously felt I had to jump through to be like of value, to have status and whatever, or to be seen as being like worthwhile to other people and having like career success or something. Now I'm just like, well, that doesn't really work for me anyway. So I guess I ask myself the question, like, what do I actually want more, and like what can I do, and how is like they're gonna fit into the kind of person I am, which ADHD is a part of it. It's not all of me, it's just like a part of how I experience life. So I guess in that way I have come to more of a place of self-acceptance.
Yes, straight. Because I put them by the door because I was going to have them in